Hello everybody, welcome to the 20th edition of the Birdland newsletter. I'm Craig Coate and this is
Bobby Friedman. I got a new book out.
Nice to see everybody. Let's get started right now. We've got lots of new music to talk about. First, the second release from She and Him. She and Him is Zoe Deschanel and M. Ward, and they call this Volume 2. Another record of brilliant acoustic pop featuring beautiful vocals and great instrumentation. She and Him, Volume 2 on Merge Records.
And I hear it right now.
In the background.
In the foreground.
It's got a good beat. Can you dance to it?
65.
Next, a record by the legendary Mose Allison. Mose Allison, the jazz legend. The Way of the World, Mose Allison, Parchment Farm. Your mind is on vacation, your body's working overtime. Hip, bluesy jazz with his great funny lyrics produced by the great Joe Henry. Mose Allison is in his 80s now and he's still got it. It's a very cool piano bluesy jazz record. Lots of fun. Craig?
You ready for me?
Yes.
We'll start with the book. I always start with a book because we are so intellectual around here. This book's going to run off the counter. Yoko Ono's new book, Woman.
I didn't know you could read.
This is actually really good. It's written in 3 different parts. One is before John, one's with John, and one's after John.
John who?
Lennon. And the thing is, I found out a lot of stuff before John that I thought was real interesting. Like when she played with Ornette Coleman. She actually went to music school.
To do what?
To sing. She learned vocalizations in music school. And she played jazz with the avant-garde people in New York City. It also gives a good background on what went on during the Second World War and how her dad, who was a master at banking, kept everybody in money. The reviews of her later albums are true to form. They tell you if they're bad, they tell you if they're good. And they also quote Rolling Stone giving her 4 stars on 2 different CDs and a 5-star on the newest one. Yeah, you better read it because that's the only way you're going to understand why.
You better run out and buy it before they run off the bookshelves.
Now, for us who don't have a lot of attention spans, this is the DVD to get.
It's for me.
Herman's Hermits, Listen People. 22 complete songs. 22 complete performances, some of them lip sync, but excellent.
They had more than 2 hits?
Oh, you wouldn't. It claims they were the second highest to the Beatles in England. I think they part 5 was. But anyways, really good. Interviews with Peter Noon, interviews with everybody in the band, but Derek, who's passed away. Excellent. And finally, they give you a complete 1966 Australian TV show as a bonus, which was on the last DVD I bought by this.
Which one is Herman?
Herman is the cute one with the big ears. Good stories on Mickey Most in here, and also how Led Zeppelin played on a couple of their cuts. Something to listen to. Back to you.
Justin Kauflin, the genius pianist who is born and raised here in Virginia Beach, has his first release as a leader, introducing Justin Kauflin. Available only at Birdland. Justin is doing originals, standards backed with his trio featuring Billy Williams on drums. Wonderful, wonderful record. This young man in his early 20s is going to go very, very far. Justin Kauflin, great jazz pianist. Introducing Justin Kauflin. I want to talk about the new Graham Parker record. Graham Parker, the angry young man, is now the middle-aged rock and roller, but he's still got it. Great tunes, great lyrics, just Graham Parker at his best. And last but not least, certainly, Nick Curran, Loneliness. Nick Curran, who was previously featured in the Fabulous Thunderbirds, is back with his blend of blues and rock and roll. I would call it Little Richard on speed. A fun blues rock record that's Nick Curran, Reform School Girl, Get it. Check it out. That's it for me.
And some sad news. The producers of the show are trying to get rid of one of us, so they're sending me to Hawaii for the next 2 weeks. And the young lady answering the phone will be taking my place, and that's Caroline, the heavy metal priestess in the old days. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you a quick introduction on what's coming the next 2 weeks. That'll cover me not being here. And if I ever come back from Hawaii, then
you have to fight to get your job back.
I'll have to fight to get my job back. I've already started wearing a dress. April 6th, I'm looking for the new Cheap Trick, which is actually a reissue. That's coming out. Rita Coolidge has a new one, and John Cicada's got something coming, which I'm looking forward to. 2 weeks from now is Deep Purple's got a 2 CD set for James and the Boys from 1976. Devo's got something coming. Miss, how do you say that name? Magnus?
Geneva Magnus, one of my favorite blues singers.
She's got something coming. And then one of my favorite groups, Management, who spells their name MGMT because that's the way the world is nowadays. And finally, I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing the new Natalie Merchant. So while I'm gone, have a good time. Stop in Birdland, buy the books, and help Barry out. And James will be here doing a special appearance.
Least but not last, thank you to the Nighthawks for coming to Birdland Saturday and making an appearance and playing. And if you weren't here, you missed it.
But
I missed it.
You'll see. Yeah,
you'll see it on YouTube.
You'll see it in the video.
All
we
right.
did take an underground video of it.
Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next week. So long.